This broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports and is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person.
Hello and welcome on in to the Abe Stark Sports Center here in Coney Island, Brooklyn. And we've got a good exhibition 16U matchup here for you today from the boardwalk. It's the Peconic Wildcats coming to town to take on the 16U National New York Stars. Peconic comes into today 16-9-2 on the season. Common opponents, the Union Thunder Blue team, they beat 6-3 and 5-2. They tied the Great Neck Bruins major team 2-2 and beat them 6-4 as well, and then lost to the New York City Skyliners 3-6. In recent games, they've taken on the Dix Hills Hawks and lost 1-6. They beat the New York Stars 16U American team 3-2, and they beat the Long Island Mustangs 10-1. Stick around. This is going to be a good one here. It's an exhibition, a very high A Peconic team playing the AA Stars, and so we'll see exactly how it shakes out for your New York Stars here, right here on Midnight Sports. We've got 5 minutes on the board for the warm-up period. Zamboni just finishing up, cutting the ice, as it's a beautiful late summer, it feels like, day here in November at Abe Stark. A reminder, Midnight Sports is going to trundle on up I-95 to Danbury, Connecticut, maybe even take 684 if we get wild. This coming weekend, Friday and Saturday, subject to carrier restrictions, Midnight Sports will be there for all 4 games for the New York Stars as they go to the One Hockey Danbury, Connecticut tournament in a 16U AA split 18UA division. And so that'll be right here on Midnight Sports, subject to carrier restrictions, as longtime viewers of Midnight Sports know. Carrier restrictions, of course, mean if we can get a signal out to you, our loyal viewers, we will endeavor to do so. But for now, Zamboni's finishing up here from Coney Island. We will get rolling with an extended look at the warm-up period. Coming up next, this is Midnight Sports.
Put me on the streets, dreams in the close defeat, dreaming for the shadow, gotta compete. Keep sweating with the dark lights, goes between the day and night. Scream so bright, so aloof. So aloof. So aloof. king. In the end, what we the same. Between the silence, glory pray. It's the movie, let freedom swing. Smoke, wind, it's red, data, sunshine, no regret, dreaming, passion, getting on. The dream, always wanting more. Right back. Streaming intensity, can't forget. Midnight sparks forever out there. Ever out there. Streets are empty, echoes hollow. Daylight breaks and shattered ground. Engine roars like beasts on fire. Chasing dreams on broken wire. Pedal down, rush is real. Heartbeat sync with spinning wheel. Lights flash by in blurry streets. Highway signs too fast to peak. Refuse gets all around. Eyes on the prize, one back. Living life out, no fear, no doubt. Hands grip tight, the steering wheel. Steering moves against the field. Rolling hills and sharp defense. Never stop for so little bit. Way up there's adrenaline. Fingers tap on skin and tin. Horizon looms but never near. Push the limits, lose the fear. Things get so low. Look to the front of this still. Eyes on back. Living lights out, no fear, no doubt. Running on fumes, can't slow down. Foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life now, no fear, no doubt. Running on fumes, can't slow down. Foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life now, no fear, no doubt.
All right, there goes the buzzer for the warm-up period here from Abe Stark. If you're just tuning in, this is a 16U exhibition matchup here from the boardwalk. And we can't thank you enough for joining us right here on Midnight Sports. Got the clock just being reset for a moment. 3 15-minute periods coming your way. Stars in their home white jerseys, moving left to right on your screen or radio dial. Sun peeking through the tiled glass here at Abe Stark, and some last-minute strategy being set up here at the benches. Now it's an exhibition matchup. Two good teams ready to skate. The Wildcats a little bit short-handed here tonight, as the game time was a little bit fluid and a couple of last-minute opt-outs on the trip from the eastern portion of Long Island out here to South Brooklyn. Regardless, should still be a good one here from Abe Stark. And so we're going to have all the coverage for you right here on Midnight Sports for the only game of the weekend for this Stars 16U team. Looks like it will be Luke Latito in the net here tonight, taking over from Ryan Speaker, the starter from last weekend. And so Luke Latito's crease here tonight. Stars are getting ready for puck drop here in period one. Music blaring in the arena. Players ready to roll. We'll see who comes out first. Looks like it will be Kocher, Russo, Bizarro, O'Day, and Murphy as the five skaters in white. And we'll try to get you ready to roll here on your screen as well. Should be set. And we are officially off here from Abe Stark. The Stars win that face-off forward. Trying to pour forward were the Stars there. Peconic in the way. They'll take over right in the neutral zone and dump on in. Murphy able to settle that puck down. Skates around a man, and now he's going to escape the zone with the puck. It's Murphy all the way into the offensive zone. He dumps it in there. Shot on goal. Murphy shoots just wide of the cage. Comes all the way up to the far point. Shot in once again. Deflected wide. On to retrieve is Russo with Bizarro just behind him. Peconic working to get this puck up and out of the zone. Murphy shoots in. That one's deflected wide once more. Peconic trying to clear the zone at that far circle. Bouncing puck's going to come all the way up and out. And Peconic had a man waiting at the blue line there. Tried to shovel it farther, but Kocher gets back to gum up the zone break-in. It's Kocher over for Murphy. Murphy on the puck. Backhands it softly up to Russo. Russo tries to slap it along there instead. We'll work it back to Murphy. Murphy on over to O'Day. O'Day on the puck. He's going to work that up toward Bizarro at his own blue line. A minute's passed. Russo nearly sprung, but the pass just a little bit behind him, so the Stars have to reset. It's a puck that finds Bizarro. Long shot in. That one's going to be gloved down. And we'll get our first stoppage in play here from Abe Stark with 13:51 left to go in the first period. A couple of shots on goal for the home team. Nothing else doing just yet, though, in the early going. It'll be Shulman to take the drop. Puck worked all the way over to the far side. Peconic's going to work it to the near side now on this zone breakout. Peconic slaps it farther, bouncing puck in the slot. And it's going to roll to a player in light blue, and they're able to escape the zone. O'Connor works it over for Fauci. Fauci dumps it on in. It's now Peconic giving chase at the inboard. Shulman first to it in the near corner. Tries to thread it farther there for Fauci. Peconic's going to come away with it, though, and dance out of the zone. The Wildcats now on the puck, steaming forward into the offensive end. It's the Wildcats there in the slot. They try to set up a shot. They shoot. They score. Oh, boy, Peconic takes the early lead. And so it's going to be a face-off here at center ice after Peconic able to find the back of the net there in the early running. Now it's Peconic in the slot, able to get that puck up and over. And so it's a face-off. The Stars will win back to their zone with over 13 minutes left to play here in the first. A lot of hockey ahead of us here as Peconic takes the early lead. Stars will work that off Adamic's stick all the way deep in the zone. It'll roll over toward Bergman. He tries to touch it farther. Ice Monster gobbles it up, and getting back are Schaefer and Coronati as that puck is dumped in. And we'll get a face-off on the icing all the way back in the Peconic zone. 12:58 left to go here in an active first period. So far, just 2 minutes and 2 seconds off the board. Shots 2 apiece, it looks like right now. We'll get that fixed on your screen momentarily. But it's the Stars winning that face-off forward. No call coming on the tripped-up player or the held stick. Looked like it was a 50-50 call that went neither way. Schaefer gets back in a hurry. Try and cut out the threat. Schaefer first to the puck. Able to take it all the way over to the corner was Thomas Schaefer. Trying to dig it out there is Adamic. Adamic now working that puck up off the half wall. Trevor Adamic with the puck sends that to the far side of the ice. He was trying to find Bergman on a headman pass. The Stars will track back for it as that puck gets pushed around to the near side. Stars again try to dig it out there. Rolling puck up toward the blue line. Peconic collects only momentarily. And this will be Bolognic with speed into the offensive zone. Bolognic on the forehand. Tight angle shot. Passes it across. Oh, it was kicked farther there by the Stars. And then covered up by the Peconic netminder. And so, with 12:13 left to go here in the first, it'll be a face-off. Far side of the offensive zone for the New York Stars. It will be Gitman at the dot to take. Puck's dropped, worked forward by the Stars, but without possession. O'Day settles that puck down, slaps it in. It's sticked up into the netting, and we'll get another stoppage in play on the far side of the ice with 12:08 left to go in the first. Well, a choppy first period right now with all these stoppages. But it is a Stars puck in the slot. Briscoe turns with it on the backhand. He's forced wide, looking for a teammate in the lane. He dumps that just a bit deeper. Buy a little time for the Stars to get set up in the offensive zone. And we'll get another stoppage in play as the rolling puck's covered up by Wildcats netminder with 11:54 left to go here in the first. Looks like we got set there on the far circle. Peconic wins that over to the near side of the ice. It's Murphy pinching in, picking up that puck near circle on the backhand. Shoots in. Not once, but twice. He shoots. He scores. Murphy fouls. It's no shot. And he's able to put that one home. Now it's Braden Murphy on the backhand, shoveled it once and twice, getting the plaudits through the handshake line with 11:44 remaining to go in the first. Stars even on the board and ready to get back into this and try and take a lead. It will be Russo at the dot. Puck sits at the logo and then dumped in by Peconic. As it's racked off the corner, it'll be Viscoso picking up that puck. He takes a hit to do so, keeps his skates. It's worked up to the near point, not out just yet. Peconic dances in farther, shoveled to the slot, but settling that down was Ramos. Ramos on the puck, through the logo now into the offensive zone. He dumps that wide toward Bizarro. Keeping the zone, though, is Russo, and he slaps it farther, but here comes Peconic the other way. Peconic in a mini odd man rush, able to send that across the slot. A little too hot to handle for the Wildcats, though, as Peconic will have to reset at the near point. Bouncing puck hops up into the Stars bench with 11:07 left to go in the first. Should be a neutral zone drop. We'll see what the officials decide. Now puck's dropped, and Peconic tying up the draw man for the Stars, but coming away with it was Bizarro. It was Russo who worked it over to Bizarro, and Bizarro able to dump into the offensive end. Peconic on the puck behind the net. They try to work it around far side of the ice. Kocher able to get in the way of that, and then nearly keeping the zone was Ramos on a bullet fired to the point But instead, it's going to be the Stars having to reset. Russo does, dumps in off the end boards. That one's going to come out front. Springy end boards here, and Abe Stark. And it's a home ice advantage for the Stars when that happens. But instead, it's all going to go down to the other end of the ice for an icing with 10:35 left to go in the first. It'll be a face-off in the Peconic zone. Shot 6-2 in the Stars' favor right now. And it's a puck that gets dropped at the far circle, I should say. Came toward the near side. Didn't quite make it. Stars trying to reset now. Cycling that puck over to O'Connor. O'Connor fires in. And that's saved nicely by Peconic. It'll be a face-off in the offensive zone once again for the Stars, but nothing more just yet for the home team. Tied on the board. And it will be Shulman to take the drop. Puck drop. Peconic tries to win it forward. Shulman gets it back, shovels it on net. That's kicked aside by the Peconic netminder and then fired on up by the Wildcats. Through the neutral zone comes Peconic. Nearly slapped off a stick. Peconic still comes in. Two Stars men able to separate the Peconic man from the puck as it rolls all the way to the end boards. Peconic looks to retrieve on a cycle play. Coronati's going to be back on it, though, very quickly. Puck sits in the near corner. Slapping it farther was Shulman, tying his man up. In fact, was Sammy Shulman. Now 5 players in on the puck. 3 Peconic men being told to move the puck. Coronati upends his man, but Schaefer able to take over the puck far side of the ice. Thomas Schaefer off the advertising boards, gets it into the neutral zone, and Peconic tries to rack it farther. Rolling puck ends up finding Coronati at the blue line. Coronati dances around a man in the neutral zone, and he'll carry it farther. Tries to dump in, hits a shin guard. Rolling puck through momentum, does eventually go in. It was Coronati who was able to get it deep. Now Schaefer looks to collect far side of the ice. Bouncing puck comes up toward Peconic, and Peconic works that deeper. Shot comes in. Saved nicely there by the Peconic netminder, and so we get another stoppage in play here with 9:18 left to go in the first. Well, it feels like just a little bit more than 5 minutes is off the board, but that's really the case here from Abe Stark, as we've had a lot of whistles, no penalties, just stoppages in play. Clean win by the Stars. Murphy racks that in, the goal scorer, looking for more. Or a deflection. Peconic picks up the loose change, tries to work it up high. It hits a Peconic man, but the Stars keep the zone initially. Rolling puck through the slot. Found there by Bergman, who spins that one just wide on the forehand. Peconic able to work that deep once more. Stars trying to work this out toward the net front. Instead, it comes around to the near half wall, and Peconic will work that around and out. It's now Murphy dancing in on the puck. Murphy on the puck, works it all the way to the near half wall. He's on the backhand once again, as he's proven is a lethal shot. Instead, though, it's the Stars trying to find a trailer in Peconic. Just a little too hot to handle, and this time Peconic able to flick that up and out of the zone. Icing going to be waved here as Murphy picks up that puck at the end line, works it all the way over for Bergman, trying for the quick up. Instead, shot comes in, takes a deflection wide of the cage, and it's Peconic trying to reset in the slot. Bouncing puck corralled there, bumped off the puck by O'Day was the Peconic man, and onward we play. It's a puck that sits right in front of the Stars bench, and now it'll be Adamick on that puck, digging deep, sending it off the end boards, fluttering puck toward the side of the cage. Stars can make a partial change here as Peconic on the forecheck. Peconic comes away with it to the far side of the ice, and now it's Peconic gaining the line and dumping in. Puck bounces off the end boards there. Ramos first to it, but Peconic comes away with it in the far corner. They throw it toward the slot. Look out. Dangerous play there. Stars, though, able to get enough sticks in the way. It's Viscoso doing the work, working that puck all the way into the offensive zone. He's able to slink past a check there and get that puck in deep as Peconic looks to get it out of their own zone. They twirl with it. Does Peconic. It bounces in front. Shot in. A wonderful save there on Dittman. Puck still loose in the blue paint. Some pushing and shoving. And now we get a whistle as that puck sits in the blue paint and eventually gets covered up by the Peconic netminder. A couple of grade A chances there for the Stars, but instead they're just going to get an offensive zone draw out of it. Now it's a face-off, one forward by the Stars. Polyakov on the forecheck. Peconic's going to send that all the way around to the far side of the ice. They try and twirl with it. They're able to get the puck finally out of Briscoe's reach, but he had done very well to jam that up, and the Stars keep the puck at the point and then dump right back in. It's Polyakov on the puck now, near side of the ice. Polyakov there, near point, sends it all the way across for the captain. Ramos able to dump in just a bit deeper. Gibman gives chase in the far corner as the puck comes up to that far half wall. Ramos able to walk the blue line momentarily to keep the puck in, but getting back now was Viscoso, who's going to dump that puck in. Looks like it's going to go for an icing. And so, well, it's just going to be a face-off here at center ice. Unclear what the call was. Perhaps a hand pass? In any event, we get a stoppage in play with 6:51 left to go in the first, and it's Peconic winning that face-off and then working it back into their own zone, and now giving chase is Bizarro, side of the cage. Bizarro able to keep his skates there. Near circle is Bizarro. He's got the puck. He'll just dump it in a bit deeper, and Kocher will give chase with Coronati. 2 Stars over there to try and keep the zone. It's the Stars trying to work that puck all the way to the near side of the ice. They do. Schaefer and Bizarro combine there. Bizarro comes away with it. It's Bizarro in the high slot. Tries to dump it in just a bit deeper. Peconic with some sticks on the ice, and Bizarro gives as good as he got, keeping that puck in the zone, and now Peconic, will fire that to the far side by the advertising boards to get that puck up and out of the zone. Point to point, go Murphy and Schaefer. Schaefer gets it back, works it up toward Bizarro. Bizarro tracks across the neutral zone and now will dump in. So the Stars can try and get set up in the offensive zone. It's Bizarro all over his man there in the far corner. Rolling puck comes up toward Kocher. Kocher on the puck, and it's Kocher in the near corner as Russo comes in for support. It's a puck that rolls all the way to the far side of the ice. Peconic's going to be able to clear the zone as we're under 6 minutes left to play here in the first. They gain the line, told to get it in deep. They do exactly that. Schaefer first to the puck in his own end. It's now Schaefer working that puck up toward Kocher in the neutral zone. Peconic sees that rolling puck right in front of the open bench door. Just a little bit of danger there as Peconic was making a change and the puck came up near him. Sometimes it's good to draw that too many men on the ice penalty. Other times you don't want the puck anywhere near that open door, lest a player fall into it. In any event, it's O'Connor. The nice touch pass up toward Russo. Russo on the puck, near corner, picks it up on the forehand, surveys his options, tries to cycle it back to O'Connor. He does. O'Connor back for Russo now. Russo takes a hit in that far corner, and trolling with it there was Bizarro as that puck came toward the side of the cage and now flicked up off the glass. Bouncing puck's going to leave the zone, so O'Day tracks back for it. We are officially under 5 minutes left to play here in the first at Abe Stark. Bouncing that puck farther is O'Connor into the offensive zone as Peconic takes over behind their own cage. It's Peconic on the puck, trying to work it past O'Connor, unable to do so. O'Connor threads that just a bit deeper for Fauci. Return pass hits a Peconic man, and the Wildcats will work it to the far side of the ice. It's O'Day tracking in. He finds Fauci behind the net. Fauci there, tries to throw it out front. It hits a body, goes just wide. O'Connor sweeps that up toward Murphy. Murphy on the puck, dances around a man, surveys his options. Murphy shoots in. Getting down on the screen shot was the Peconic man. And so the Peconic goaltender keeping that one out as Murphy tries to pick up that puck in the near half wall. Comes over towards Shulman. Shulman just racks it farther. And it will be O'Day creeping in, working that down toward Fauci. Fauci tries to throw it out front. That one hits a stick. O'Day able to keep the zone. Far side shoots in, and that one's going to be gloved down nicely by the Peconic netminder. And so it'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Stars with 3:52 left to go in the first. Far side of the ice. Well, as advertised, it's been a competitive hockey game through the first 11 minutes. Shots very much in the Stars' favor, but the Wildcats short-benched hanging in there right now as Peconic tries to get that puck up and out of the zone, and the Stars try to tilt the ice enough to hit the back twine of the net once again. Fired in the Peconic netminder, another nice save. And so it'll be another face-off in the offensive zone here, this time with 3:38 left to go in the first. Peconic to take the drop. Clean win back toward Viscoso. Viscoso over for Ramos. Flicked farther back to Peconic. Shoots in. Rolling puck in front on the leg pads. Oh, boy. It was saved a little after action there between the players. But it'll be a face-off in the offensive zone for the Stars. with 3:31 left to go here in the first. Now Stars really pouring it on there. Nice chance in the low slot for the home team. Faceoff comes up to Viscoso. Again in the low slot are the Stars, racked farther off the stick of Adamek. Shot was incoming, but it was deflected nicely by the defense of the Wildcats. It's now the Stars trying to work this puck out of the near corner toward the slot. They'll cycle down for Adamek, Will Peconic. Rolling puck, side of the cage, still loose, side of the cage, pops out just over Belonic's stick. And now it'll be Peconic coming the other way with the puck. Peconic all the way into the offensive zone. They shoot. Across goes Latino. Makes one save there, maybe two. And now the Stars off to the races. Into the offensive zone comes Bergman. Bergman's got Ramos with him. Shot in. Rolling puck, side of the cage. Still there, still loose. Touched home by the Stars. That's a Stars goal. From the captain, able to touch it home and give the Stars the lead. It was Ramos who found the puck on his stick, streaking toward the net. Able to jam it home there for the Stars with 2:47 left to go in the first. And it'll be Gitman winning that back. And it'll be the Stars dumping in once they gain the line. Coronati had done the work on that far side. It's now Gitman trying to dig that puck out of the near side of the ice. He's got Polyakov and Briscoe out there for support. Briscoe works it up to the half wall. Polyakov back to Schaefer. Schaefer fires in that bouncing puck. Saved nicely by Peconic as it was rolling in on the netminder. But he was able to get down in a hurry. And so it'll be a face-off in the offensive zone for the Stars. Up to 20 shots here in the first period. But where it matters, just a 2-1 lead for the home team as Peconic takes over in the offensive zone. They thread that up. Slapper comes in. Latino able to glove that one down. And so with 2:16 left to go, an offensive zone draw for the Wildcats, far side of the ice. Now this will be Gitman on the drop. Clean win. Back to his defender. He's thrown across the half wall there the end boards by O'Day towards Schaefer. Two Peconic men in the way, but it looks like it'll be Polyakov escaping with the puck. All the way across the logo he goes. He's able to dump in once he gains the line. Just 120 seconds left to go here in the first as Peconic tries to come back the other way. The Wildcats work that puck up to the neutral zone where the Stars, through Schaefer, will take over in their own end. It's Schaefer going around a man, working that puck up toward the blue line, slapping it farther there for Briscoe and Polyakov. Polyakov takes all the way into the offensive zone. It's Polyakov trying to work it deeper, but Peconic able to get in the way, and Shulman comes over to cut out the zone break-in. Peconic now on the puck with 90 seconds left. They'll try the near side of the ice as the Stars quickly get off to the bench. Getting in the way is Shulman, able to get that puck into his skates. And then O'Day able to rack it farther there. Polyakov takes over into the offensive zone. Shoots in. That one sticked aside by the Peconic netminder. Onward we play. Puck in the far corner as the Stars separate their men from it. Polyakov toward the slot. Streaking in were the Stars. Peconic able to get in the way. Murphy keeps control of the puck. On down toward Polyakov. All the way across. Just a bit behind. Fauci was ready on the back door of the net, but instead it's the Stars having to take over once again at their own blue line. And here comes Murphy once more into the offensive end. He rounds a man. He gets pulled there, and we will get a stoppage for a penalty here as Peconic will go to the box. First in this game, 48 seconds left to go in the first. Stars up a goal, now up a man for the next 2 minutes. And we'll see who the Stars roll out as power play unit number 1. Looks like Peconic, O'Day, Bizarro, Murphy. And we'll just see for 1 second. We're trying to get the penalty up on the board. And as soon as it is, we'll get the puck dropped here with 48 seconds left to go. Penalty on the board. We're ready to roll. And Peconic to take the drop. It's Bergman as the 5th skater out there. He takes that face-off win into the far corner, works it up to the point. Good job by Riley Bergman there to get that puck up to Murphy. Murphy shoots just high of the cage, and now it's Peconic trying to take over in the near corner. Pizarro pinches in to keep the puck in the zone, gets it back, works it on over, and then down low again. He's going to find O'Day at the end boards. O'Day on the puck, settles it down on the backhand, turns, works it on over for Bergman. Bergman back to Peconic now. Peconic at the far half wall down toward Bergman, and it's going to be Peconic working that puck up to Murphy. Murphy for Pizarro. Pizarro on down to O'Day. O'Day on the puck now. Works that puck on up, and there it is. Shot in just wide of the cage. O'Day gets it back. 2 seconds left to go. Stars need to pull the trigger here. Unable to do so. And so, after one, it's the Stars 2, Peconic 1. Keep it right here on Midnight Sports. We'll put 15 minutes on the board and do it all over again from Abe Stark in just a moment. This is Midnight Sports.
Me on the streets, streams in the close defeat, dreaming for the shadow, gotta compete. Sweating with the dark and light, goes between the day and night. So bright, so aloof.
All right, let's get you set here for the second period. Peconic took an early lead in this game, 1-0, and it's the Stars who have struck back for 2 unanswered goals. And there's still 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the home team here from Abe Stark. And so the Stars looking to increase their lead on the power play as we get rolling. It's Peconic at the dot, able to work that puck into his own zone. Latito gets down. He's going to cover that up and then release, and the puck will roll to Murphy. Murphy on the puck. He's going to skate this up and out of his zone into the neutral zone. Murphy still rolling now into the offensive zone. 55 seconds left to go as Bergman's drop pass connects with Murphy. Murphy over to Pizarro. Pizarro tries to get that puck just a bit deeper, and he gets it back on the Peconic breakout. Pizarro all the way over for O'Day. O'Day on the puck, far side of the ice. Able to work it up toward the point. Pizarro tracks in to keep that puck in the zone, and now Peconic gets it back at the far point. Racks it deeper for Pizarro. Pizarro trying to get that puck to the circle. Feathers it down for O'Day. O'Day on the puck looking for Bergman in the slot. Peconic stick in the way. Good defending by the visitors here on the boardwalk with just 22 seconds left to go on the man advantage. It'll be Murphy taking over the puck in his own end. He's going to skate that up through the center of the defensive zone, where he finds Peconic. Peconic taps it farther for Bergman. Bergman curls with it. Drop pass for Peconic. Peconic now on the puck, trying to send it up to the point. He does. Finds Murphy, who sends it back down. Peconic takes over once more. Peconic down for Bergman. Bergman on the puck. As it comes up, it will be Stars at the near point through Bergman, trying to send it farther. Back to 5-on-5 hockey as Bergman switches the point of attack to the far side. Peconic's going to take over. They've killed off the penalty. Nearly a home run pass there from the visitors. Instead, it's Murphy coming on in. He shoots in. Saved nicely by Peconic. Murphy throws that to the far side of the ice. To pick it up is Pizarro. Pizarro tries to dig it out on the backhand. Peconic in the way. Rolling puck finds O'Day back toward Murphy. Murphy shoots in. That hits a stick in front. Bouncing puck in the low slot. Peconic takes over once more. And they're going to skate all the way into the offensive zone here, but just a bit offside. And so it'll be a face-off in the neutral zone with 13:05 remaining to go here in the middle frame. The teams, of course, have switched sides, so this is the period of a long change from Abe Stark. It'll be Ramos and Viscoso, Schulman, O'Connor, and Fauci as the 5 skaters in white. And the puck's dropped and worked forward by Peconic after they gain the line. It's Viscoso to pick up that puck, far side of the ice. He's going to skate it up past the half wall, but here's Peconic on the forecheck. They shoot in, bouncing puck up into the netting, and it looks like that's going to be a Peconic goal. And we'll see exactly what happened here. Might have come off a hand. None of the players celebrating just yet, so a little bit of a confusion as to what happened. Well, it's going to be a center ice drop. Like maybe it was a hand pass, no goal put on the board. And so it must have just been a hand pass. And so the Stars able to, I guess it's not quite luck if the team scores against the rules. And so anyway, we play on. Nothing doing there for Peconic. It's the Stars taking over, trying to send that out front. Now there's they've put a goal on the board. We're going to try and figure that out at the intermission. No signal toward the back of the net. Goals on the board, so just feel free to ignore your announcer here. As of right now, in the rink, it is a 2-2 hockey game, and we'll try and get an update on that, as the Peconic players didn't celebrate at all after what's now being called a goal. Looked like all the players were just a little bit confused. But with 12:06 left to go in the second, it looks like we've got a tie hockey game here. The officials must have signaled as to who the goal scorers were so that it could be capped on the score sheet. So we'll just need to operate under the assumption that it's a tie ball game right now, as Gitman wins that faceoff, but toward the slot, and Peconic comes away with it so far as Briscoe, and now Schaefer able to dump his man and dump the puck into the offensive zone. It's Peconic coming away with it there, working around to the near side of the ice. Zone breakout on for the Wildcats as the puck sits at the near point. They're warming to the task here are the Wildcats as they throw that puck across their own blue line and look to reset in their defensive zone. Stars upping the hitting just a little bit as they have to retreat to their own zone to pick up this puck. Does the home team. It's now the New York Stars trying to break out of their own zone as the puck comes to the near side of the ice. It's thrown on up, and it will be Polyakov on the wrister firing that in. It goes just wide of the cage off a deflection. Briscoe looks to take over. Peconic tries to thread it past him. As the players joust for the puck, it rolls all the way to the far corner of the ice. 11:11 left to go here in the second. Peconic able to break out. It's Peconic on the puck. They try to tap it farther, but Gitman gets in the way of that zone break-in. Works it up to Polyakov. Polyakov on the puck. Fires that in. It's blockered aside by the Peconic goaltender. It's now the Stars through Polyakov trying to jab it farther into the slot. Pizarro bodies his man as the puck rolls in front of the Stars bench. Peconic, though, able to jab it out of the zone, so the Stars have to hurry to get on back. Russo does exactly that. Russo all the way across the ice, gains the line, gets that one in deep. As we tick toward 10.5 minutes left to go here in the second. It's Kotcher working that puck all the way up to the near point. Fired in, deflection on net, saved nicely by the Wildcats. And O'Day had pinched in to try and keep the zone. Rolling puck's going to come all the way back and find Murphy there. Murphy up the strong side of the ice. He finds a curling Pizarro. Pizarro across the blue line. Able to gain zone entry all on his lonesome there. Fired in. Rolling puck still loose against the goaltender's pads. And now we get a stoppage in play as the players continue jousting in the blue paint. 10:06 left to go here in the second. Shots 26-6 in the Stars' favor. But just a 2-2 hockey game on the scoreboard. And so the Stars with some work to do in this middle frame. Puck's dropped, one there by the Stars over to the far corner. Stars control through Belonik down toward Adamek and hits a skate. Peconic will emerge with it. Peconic on the puck across center ice. They're able to feather that puck in deep and give chase. O'Day upends his man there. This is going to go for a penalty. And so it will be O'Day to the box as he had upended a man, it looked like, on his way toward the end boards. And so first power play of the day here for Peconic with 9:49 left to go in the second. Goals 2 apiece. Peconic up a man for the next 2 minutes with this faceoff on the far side of the ice. Well, folks, a reminder, New York Stars go on up to Danbury, Connecticut next Friday for 2 games and then 2 on Saturday as well. 4 round-robin games in the One Hockey Danbury, Connecticut tournament. We hope you join us, subject to carrier restrictions, right here on Midnight Sports. It's Peconic now working that puck to the far corner. Peconic over there as the Stars get their defensive box set up. Shulman able to get his skate in the way and get that puck up and out of the zone. And so it'll be Peconic retreating for it. Spousey on the forecheck there. Peconic sends that puck to the far side of the ice. Shulman joins the forecheck, I should say, on that far side. Peconic will have to set it up again. They go point to point, bouncing puck at the near defensive circle for the Wildcats. Diagonal pass connects, though, and they've got a 3-on-2 developing now on the man advantage. They'll stop and delay as they've gained the zone and try to set something up. Murphy bodies his man in the far corner. 1:15 left to go in the man advantage here for Peconic as the Wildcats have the puck on the far side of the ice. They're trying to send something toward the goal mouth. They'll have to just dump in once more. Peconic, far side of the ice, work that deep. Ramos first to the puck now, the captain with the puck on the forehand, able to work that puck on, up, and out. A good kill so far here for the Stars. No shots on goal coming yet for the Wildcats, who throw that puck up toward the logo. Bouncing puck finds a visitor's stick. It's Peconic now all the way across, looking to send something in the slot. Takes a deflection, and then Murphy able to separate his man from the ice so Ramos can take over. Ramos on up, and Fauci able to chip that up and out of the zone, and now gets on his horse. He'll have to get to the bench as the Stars want to change. O'Connor comes on for him. Murphy and Ramos stay out. Russo now out as well. No icing on the deflection. Peconic bodied in that far corner, and the Stars able to flick that puck high and out. This one might go for an icing, and it does. There goes the whistle. And so it will be a face-off in the Stars' end with 8:04 left to go in this second period, and still 14 seconds left to go on the man advantage for Peconic. Russo, O'Connor, Coronati, and Viscoso as the 4 skaters in white. This one will come to Latito's right. Russo, clean win back to Viscoso. Viscoso shovels it up toward the point, not out just yet. Peconic looks to take over at the end boards, but it was Coronati there first. He's able to get that puck up and out of the zone. Peconic dumps in once more. Just 1 second left to go in the man advantage. We're now back to 5-on-5 hockey as the puck sits in the offensive zone for Peconic. Wildcats trying to get that puck toward the net front. They're behind the net are the Wildcats. The backhand pass doesn't connect at first. It's worked up to the point. Peconic throws that toward the net, but getting in the way was O'Connor. O'Connor now with a mini break. O'Connor on the forehand shoots just wide. He had a man all over him behind. Did very well to break into the offensive zone. Gitman recovers back toward Russo. Toward the net front was O'Connor. Bouncing puck side of the cage. Onward we play here. It's Russo trying to jab that up toward the point. And it's spun to the blue line and then deflected wide of the cage by the Stars. Russo gets that puck back, threads it deeper for Gitman. Gitman, side of the cage, on the forehand, shoots it, saved nicely by the Peconic man. And then some jousting in front of the cage once more as we get a stoppage in play with 7:01 left to go here in the second, officially halfway through this game. And the players just need to be separated by the officials as Russo able to hold his ground in the blue paint. And looks like they're going to take one from each team here, some coincidental minors, to try and take the temperature down in this game. And indeed, one player from each team to the box. And given that Peconic is short benched here tonight, probably beneficial for the Stars, as fewer Peconic players available to go on the ice, the better for the home team, which has its full complement, or nearly full complement of players here tonight. Now it's the Stars keeping the offensive zone. Shot comes in, saved nicely once more by the Wildcats, and O'Day will rack that puck just a bit deeper. Peconic tries the far side. This time they're able to get that puck up and out of the zone. Murphy cycles it over toward Gitman. Gitman fires into the offensive zone. Without possession now are the Stars as Peconic takes over far side of the ice. Rolling puck finds a Peconic man there. Diagonal pass doesn't connect as O'Day picks it off as he's wont to do. O'Day toward the slot, trying to settle that puck down as Polyakov fires just wide. O'Day now behind the cage. O'Day on the puck. Works that up to the far point. It's Murphy on the puck, firing in. Screened shot, never seen by all the players in the blue paint, but it was shot wide on a deflection, and so Peconic tries the far side of the ice to get this up and out. Pinching in was O'Day. O'Day on the puck with Briscoe there too. Briscoe gets that puck back, gets leaned on by a man, comes to the side of the cage, through the blue paint comes that puck. Peconic able to get that puck out of harm's way, at least momentarily. It rolls to the far corner. Under 6 minutes left to play here in the second as O'Day feathers that deeper for Polyakov. Polyakov on the puck, far side of the ice, toward Bizarro in the slot. Bizarro gets it off his skate to his stick, works it up toward Murphy. Murphy on over for O'Day. O'Day loads up, shoots in. That puck takes a deflection off a body in front. It was Fauci screening the goaltender. Now the Stars throw that back up to the point again. Murphy kicks it farther, but Peconic able to get that puck up and out of the zone. Murphy retreats, send it on over toward O'Day. O'Day on the puck, gains the line, gains the offensive zone. Does Alec O'Day. Drop pass connects over toward Fauci. Fauci with two men on him, though, and Peconic will come right back the other way. Peconic gets that puck into the offensive end without possession, and that was worked up by Kocher past the blue line. Nice little zone dump-in block by Kocher at his own blue line. It's now Peconic firing that in. Tracking back is O'Day with 5 minutes left to go here in the second. Peconic takes over in the offensive zone, rolling puck toward the side of the cage. It was cut out by O'Day and Schaefer, and now O'Day behind his own cage on the puck, works it up toward Bizarro, who takes it off the wall, rolls with it, and fires it across for Kocher. Kocher breaks into the offensive zone. Fauci streaks toward the slot. Fauci there. Oh, his stick was lifted at the last second, it looked like, on a nice defensive play by the Wildcats. It's now Coronati and Bizarro combining to keep that puck in the zone. Fauci side of the cage. Fauci thinks about throwing it in front. No passing lane. He retreats to the end boards with it. Cycles it down toward Kocher. Long shift here for the Wildcats in the second period as Kocher has that puck. Works it up toward the point. Schaefer tries to keep it there, but it gets caught in some skates. Comes out to the neutral zone. Schaefer takes over once again, and it'll be Peconic on the puck into the offensive zone. Tries to go past a man. Peconic takes over. Fires that up. Not past Adamek at first. Is able to slap it across the zone where Peconic will take over. They haven't gained the line just yet. Adamek all over his man. Gets back into the offensive zone. Peconic can't make the change. Trevor Adamek really gumming up that zone breakout by Peconic. It was a great play by him. The Wildcats throw this one all the way down. Maybe they'll get a change on this play as Schaefer has to hold that puck against the half boards, and so it'll be Coronati feathering it up for Adamek. Adamek on the breakout, finds Peconic. Peconic has Bergman in front, but just a bit offside. And so with 3:34 left to go in the second, it's a face-off in the neutral zone. Both teams can make a change here late on in this second frame. It'll be O'Connor, Shulman, Fauci, Ramos, and Viscoso out there as the five skaters. Now it's a face-off win there by the Stars. Viscoso over for Ramos now. Ramos carries it into the offensive end. Shoots in. Kicked aside by Peconic. And now the Stars will feather that puck in just a bit deeper. Peconic looks to take over. O'Connor in the way. Rolling puck. Finds O'Connor once more. Throws it into the slot. Stars just can't get full purchase on it in front. And so Peconic able to feather that puck up and out. Bouncing, rolling puck. Icing waved here as Ramos goes back to his own end to retrieve. Ramos works that puck up toward Fauci. Tapped just a bit farther in the neutral zone. Peconic takes over at their own blue line. Now they feather it up far side of the ice. Standing his man up there was Viscoso. Peconic tries to break in. They're still in the slot. Are the Wildcats. They throw that all the way across. Nobody home back door as Viscoso had done very well to stand his man up far side of the ice. Stars trying to get this puck up and out of the zone, but it's Peconic still on the puck, trying to feather it up to the blue line. They'll jab it in once more. Viscoso gets bodied by his man there as O'Connor in for support. Viscoso takes over once again. Sends that up to the point. Stars, though, not out of trouble just yet. Rolling puck back toward Viscoso. Slapped farther, and Latito's just going to cover that one up to get the Stars a change if they want one with 2:27 left to go here in the second. It is Peconic making a push here late on in this second period. It'll be Briscoe, Polyakov, O'Day, Murphy, and Gitman out there as the 5 skaters for the home team. Puck's dropped, won by the Stars once again. That's been a statistic that's been well in favor of the home team, who ices the puck here, as they've won plenty of faceoffs here tonight, looking to convert that to some other squiggly numbers on the scoreboard late on in the second. We've got shots at 30-7 up here in the booth, 29-7, and the scores box down by the ice. It's Gitman now working that puck forward on the faceoff win. A nice block shot there by Briscoe as O'Day looks to take over. Push deeper into his own zone as O'Day is able to go around a man and work that up toward Briscoe. Briscoe on the puck, fires that across the ice out of the zone where Peconic looks to take over. It's Polyakov on the forecheck. Pushes his man all the way behind the cage, does Polyakov, and then turns him. In for support is Gitman. Peconic able to work that puck up to the near half wall. Not out just yet. Briscoe fires that across, looking back door. Nobody home for the Stars as Peconic works it up to the point and then across the blue line. Tracking back are the Stars for the puck. O'Day has it at his own blue line, works it up through the neutral zone for Briscoe. Briscoe gains the zone and dumps in and gives chase. He's got Gitman far side behind the net. Peconic will reverse up to the strong side and get that puck up and out of the zone. Look out, it's a 2-on-1 here for Peconic. On the forehand is Peconic. Getting down was Murphy. A wonderful play there by the alternate captain to cut out the 2-on-1 pass. Icing waved here, and so it'll be Peconic now on the puck as they work it up to their own blue line. And O'Day able to shovel it farther there toward Kocher. Taking over is Russo. Russo on his edges, fires in, bouncing puck. Ended up being kicked wide. And so with a minute left to go here in the second, it's the Stars trying to get a late one. Zorro all the way over, flicked farther by Russo, just wide. And now it's Coronati firing in, blockered aside by the Peconic netminder. Schaefer on the puck, deep in the zone, works it down low for Russo. Russo buys some time as the Stars get back in position. On up toward Kocher. Kocher fires that. It's kicked aside by the Peconic netminder. Fired in again by Bizarro. Saved nicely once more and sent out of the zone by the Wildcats. Coronati to pick up in front of the advertising boards with 25 seconds left to go here in the middle frame. On his horse is Dominic Pizarro. Tries to go around a man. Puck rolls over to the near corner. 15 seconds left to go here as that puck's threaded up toward the blue line. Peconic takes over and sends it up and out of the zone. It'll be the Stars through Schaefer, gaining the line, dumping in once more. Just 5 seconds here as Russo's on the forecheck. Looks like that's going to do it for the second period here from Abe Stark. And so we'll put 15 minutes on the board. Do it one last time here from the boardwalk. Right after this. This is Midnight Sports.
Me on the streets, dreams in the close defeat, dreaming for the shadows, gotta compete. All the me. Heroes sweat under the dark of the lights, goes between the day and the night. Dreaming for those screens so bright, and let you shine so aloof.
We did it. We did it. We put 15 minutes on the board as promised. We'll get you up to speed in case you're just tuning in. Peconic, the very early 1-0 lead. 2 unanswered goals by the Stars were finally answered by the Wildcats. We're all knotted up here at Abe Stark with 15 minutes left to play. It is all to play for in this 16U exhibition. As advertised, a tight matchup between two well-coached teams, and so we will see how many twists and turns are left here from Coney Island. We're going to be ready to roll right now. Puck dropped by the referee. Peconic wins it, and it's the Stars taking over that ping-ponging puck all the way over. It's Fauci able to get a stick on that, dumping it in deep. Peconic tries to send it up and out of the zone very quickly. They take over and skate all the way back into their zone to try and buy some time and space on the ice. They end up flicking it up and out, but Murphy takes over at the red line, dumps in once more. Tracking in there was Fauci, able to keep the puck in the offensive zone. That zone breakout doesn't work for Peconic as that puck's flicked up and over the cage on a deflection. It was a laser of an O'Day shot. It hit a body in front and went high. Now Murphy on the backhand, able to dump deep once more. O'Connor looks to take over it in that far corner. O'Connor able to thread that deeper for Fauci. Fauci on the puck with a little time and space, works it up to Murphy. And Murphy tries to buy himself some space to get a shot off. Fauci able to keep the puck in the zone, jousts with a man there. And then Murphy upends his man. Boy, it was a yard sale at the blue line. Murphy bodies his man there, and it'll be O'Day taking over. Drop pass connects for the Stars. Back to O'Day as Peconic finds him down low. O'Day on the puck, and Peconic calls for it. He gets the return pass. Peconic stalks out front, and it's shot in just wide by Adamick. A nice play there from the Stars, nearly in the back of the net, but instead the shot goes just wide on what was a bang-bang play. Now it's pushed low by the Stars. Viscoso able to work that deeper. Now back up to O'Day. O'Day fires in. That one hits a body and goes wide. And now it'll be Adamick pushing it up to the point. Fired in once more. Wide of the cage this time by the Stars as Peconic takes over behind their own net. Peconic on the puck. Zone clearance doesn't connect as Bergman was able to get in the way of that one. And this time, Peconic able to use the glass to get that puck up and out. It's Viscoso on over for Ramos. Ramos flicks that one in just wide of the cage. Bergman goes to retrieve near offensive zone. Adamick on the one-timer, can't get full purchase on it. And we get a stoppage in play. And so it'll be a face-off in the offensive zone for the Stars. 12:53 left to go here in the third period. All knotted up at 2. Stars with some new skaters out there. Puck's dropped, and it was Gitman winning that one back. Tracking back was Polyakov to pick it up on the forehand. Thrown toward the slot. Briscoe had been creeping in, but a deflection carried it just beyond him. And so Viscoso picks it up at his own blue line, finds Ramos there, jabbed farther. Peconic finds it first at the near side of the ice. It's Peconic taking over at their own blue line, thinking about going point to point. Instead, threading it up through the neutral zone, and so Ramos will have to retreat for it. Ramos on the puck. And he's going to bring it near side, work it up toward Polyakov. Peconic will take over at their own blue line again. Both teams just filling each other out a little bit here in the third period as Peconic stalks in. Briscoe fires right past his man to separate him from the puck and his stick. And it's the Peconic man who doesn't have a stick right now, and now Briscoe doesn't have his. But onward we play as Viscoso fires that puck up and out of the zone. Stars try to get in business here in the neutral zone. Now the offensive zone. Viscoso takes over. He's got Gitman toward the slot. Viscoso in all alone. Tries short side. It's a wonderful save from the Wildcats as Polyakov looks to pick up the puck in the near corner. It's a puck that sits there momentarily. 5-6 players in now. Rolling puck up to the near half well. And it'll be Polyakov emerging with it all the way to the end wall. Tries to find Gitman there. Gitman kicks it back to Polyakov. Polyakov tries to send it softly up to the top of the circle. And Peconic will emerge with it once more. It's Peconic into the offensive end. Latito gets down in a hurry and kicks that one aside. And now stalking forward is Thomas Schaefer. Schaefer gains the line. He'll dump in deep once again. And Bizarro now on the forecheck gives chase. It's Peconic sending to the near side of the ice. Russo and Bizarro in on the forecheck. Coronati pitches all the way in on the far side to keep the zone. Coronati on the puck in front of the old Zamboni. It shakes free up toward Kocher at the far point. Coronati racks it deeper, looking for Russo. Stick lift separates his man from the puck, and now it'll be Coronati getting that puck deeper into the zone. Tries to send it back for a shot, It finds a Peconic man instead. It's fired up on what looked like a high stick, but it's wiped. It's now Bizarro firing in. And Bizarro kicks it to himself, tries to slap it farther, and it goes wide of the cage. It's the Stars through Kocher, tilting the ice here just a bit. Oh, it was the Stars working that just a bit deeper. Bizarro had worked it down for Coronati. Bizarro gets it back on the backhand, now forehand, shovels it farther, near side of the ice. Schaefer goes in to pick it up. Peconic able to work it up to the near half wall and then send that puck high out of the zone. Tracking back is Russo. Russo around his man at the logo. Boy, that was a nifty play as Russo will dump in and Peconic has to give chase. Slapper all the way around. Waiting for it, though, is Coronati, who dumps it in deeper for Bizarro. Tries to pick that puck up off the boards. Comes off his stick. Peconic tracks deeper in the zone. It's Kocher over to the puck. This line really leaning on Peconic right now, and they're able to make a change as Peconic does eventually get that puck up and past the blue line. We're under 10 minutes left to play here. It's Shulman getting back, working that puck up toward Kocher. Kocher on the puck, streaking into the offensive zone. On the forehand is Kocher. Deflection carries that up into the net, and we get a stoppage in play here with 9:34 left to go in the third. It'll be an offensive zone draw on the deflected shot from Kocher, and the Stars able to get some skaters out there if they so desire. It's Shulman at the dot. O'Connor and Fauci as the other two forwards. Rolling puck finds Murphy near side of the ice. He's able to dump it in just a bit deeper. Peconic's going to flick that puck up, but not past Murphy. Murphy streaks into the slot, fires in. Oh, it was a nub save there by the Peconic netminder. Onward we play. It's now the Stars trying to work that puck deeper in the zone, but Peconic breaks out all the way through the neutral zone. Come the Wildcats. Turning for the puck is Murphy. Murphy around his cage, able to settle that puck down, is the alternate captain and goal scorer. Works it over toward O'Day. O'Day on up to O'Connor. O'Connor on the puck, gets wiped out of the play there, but he's able to do enough to get it up toward Fauci and then get the puck back. It's O'Connor into the offensive zone. O'Connor on the puck, sends it toward the slot. Fauci had been creeping in, trying to get a shot on goal. Peconic got a stick in the way. Bouncing puck finds a Star stick, far side of the ice. It's O'Connor setting up the wrister, sending it across for Murphy. Getting across was the Peconic man, and then the follow-up shot didn't connect for the Stars. Oh boy. It looked like the Stars had found the back of the net there, but there was no doing for the home team, and so Peconic able to work that puck up to the far point. Tracking in is O'Day. O'Day fires that in. It's sticked up and aside by the Wildcats. Thrown toward the slot. O'Day gets it back. Trolling shot fired in. Blockered aside once more by Peconic. It's the Wildcats throwing that puck to near side of the ice. Stars get it back. Rolling puck finds O'Day once more. O'Day fires it. Hits the iron. Oh, boy, you could hear it from up here. It was an O'Day laser that hit the post. Onward we play. It's now Peconic throwing that up and out of the zone. Stalking into the offensive zone were the Wildcats, but eventually without possession. This one's going to go all the way down for an icing. And so it's going to be an offensive zone drop for the Wildcats with 7:46 left to go in this ballgame. Well, shots 39-9 in the rink. And here at Midnight Sports, we've got the count very much the same. Rolling puck comes out. Latito gets across just in time for the Stars. Bouncing puck eventually in the blue paint. And we'll get a stoppage in play. Well, that was a puck that nearly found the back of the Stars net on a very strange carom. But instead, this game stays knotted up at 2. And the Stars able to win that faceoff through Peconic and Adamek and streak all the way in the offensive zone. It's Bergman on the forehand, shoots. Getting down in a hurry was the Peconic netminder to keep him in the game. It's now Peconic getting bodied in that far corner. Bergman comes in to do the same. That puck leaves the zone. It goes all the way down. Should go for an icing. It does. And so we'll get another offensive zone draw here for the Stars with 7:13 left to go in this game. Well, it's Briscoe and Gitman out there with Polyakov as the forwards, and they win that faceoff in the slot. Briscoe slaps it farther over for Schaefer as that rolling puck comes in and home. The Stars score. Well, it was a broken play there for the Stars, but it looks like Gitman's going to get the plaudits on that one. And so, just like that, the Stars able to reestablish their one-goal lead halfway through this third period from Abe Stark. Well, that's why they tell you there's no such thing as a bad shot, as that puck ended up rolling into the back of the net off a couple of deflections. Of course, if you're the Peconic Wildcats, you feel a little hard done by all the 5 alarm saves your goaltender has had through this game thus far, only to see that soft one end up rolling in on a couple of deflections. Certainly not a soft goal. Now we have a penalty on the far side of the ice here as the players jousting just a little bit. So the Peconic netminder, to finish that thought, has done very, very well in this game, saving 37 of 40 shots. And, of course, just a real tough one as that puck had hit a couple of bodies and rolled on in. And so the Stars about to go on the power play here after the hit in the corner. Up a goal, about to be up a man for 2 minutes with 6:45 left to play from Abe Stark. Stars trying to see this one out. And it will be Peconic to take the draw for power play unit number 1. O'Day in the slot. Bizarro just behind him as the penalty gets put up on the board. Peconic ready to roll here. Able to work that face-off back to Bizarro. Chops it out of the air nicely. And Peconic gets the puck back. Works it down low for Bergman. Bergman on up to Murphy. Murphy to Bizarro. Bizarro on down to O'Day. That pass, hits a stick. And so Murphy settles it for Bergman. Bergman on the puck. And he works it for Murphy. Murphy tries to stalk in. Puck hits a divot, it looked like, in the ice. And so Peconic able to get that puck all the way up and out of the zone. No icing coming here as we tick towards 6 minutes left to go in the third. Bizarro retrieves. Bizarro on the puck. Able to skate that all the way through the neutral zone. Bizarro, a one-man zone entry machine, curls around looking for someone in front. No space just yet. Bizarro near circle on the forehand. Fires in. It hits a stick. And Peconic able to send that up and out of the zone. So tracking back is Murphy. The ice is chewed up enough that it's not going to reach the end line. 1 minute left to go in the man advantage here for the Stars. 5:42 left to go in the game as the Stars throw that up to the offensive blue line. Bergman able to hit his man here. Peconic wanted a call on that one, and now we get a little bit of a disagreement here between the players. After the hit, we'll see if we just get a stoppage or they're going to take one from each team or none at all. Official to the scorer's booth. A Peconic man to the box for roughing. And looks like it might be a 5-on-3 here for the Stars. After what looked to be a retaliatory hit by Peconic. And so they end up taking a Peconic man after Bergman laid the shoulder in his man at the offensive blue line. It will be a 5-on-3 here for the Stars with 5:33 left to go in the game for 47 seconds. And there'll be an abbreviated 5-on-4 if the Stars do not score. It's Bizarro on over. Murphy settles that puck down. And it's Bergman at the far half wall. Sends it all the way across toward Peconic, who shoots and scores. Well, Peconic able to find the back of the net on the 5-on-3. And he puts the Stars up 2 here. Late on in the third period. And still a 5-on-4 for the next minute and 44 seconds. Well, the Stars needed that one. to give themselves just a little bit of breathing room in this game on the power play. Always good to see the power play clicking. Now it's Bergman stalking in on the forehand, snapped out of the air nicely by the Peconic netminder. And so this one will be a far circle faceoff in the offensive zone. Still 1:37 left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. Of course, when you score on 5-on-3, the penalty with less time left on it, fewer seconds, is the first one to be wiped, as loyal Midnight Sports viewers may know. But here comes Peconic, down a man. It's a breakaway the other way. Peconic all the way in. They shoot. It goes just over. Looked like Latito got a glove on it to send it past the post. And the Stars on the man advantage live to fight another day. Peconic behind their own net. O'Day back there too. Slaps it in front. It rolls in the blue paint. He shoots. He scores. Well, it's a power play goal there by the big old number 22. And he's able to increase the Stars' lead here late on in the third period. It's now Stars 5, Wildcats 2. We'll be back to 5-on-5 skating as soon as the puck is dropped. And it'll be Shulman at the logo. Ties up his man there, sends it over toward O'Connor. O'Connor able to carry that into the offensive zone. Liam O'Connor takes it deeper there. Shulman in for support. And O'Connor able to drop it down low to Shulman. Shulman all the way across toward Fauci. Fauci on the puck. Delays. Thinks about throwing it into the slot. Happy to just gum up some of this period. In the offensive corner are the Stars to let time tick away. Bouncing puck on over toward O'Connor. O'Connor there in the near corner. He takes a big hit. No arm raise as the Stars wanted a call. But it's Peconic able to fire it off the back of the net on up to the near half wall, thrown across the blue line. Viscoso does very well to keep the zone and fire it back in. Under 4 minutes left to play here from Abe Stark as the Stars look to see this one out. It's Peconic, far side of the ice, leaning on a man there, but it's Coronati keeping his skates and the puck in the zone. Zone exit doesn't work as Shulman gets in the way, and it will be Peconic firing that off a stick. This time it will go past the blue line. Well, it's Shulman working that puck up to the neutral zone for Coronati, trying to get the return pass for the Stars, but they had to be careful not to take a too many men on the ice penalty as it came right in front of their bench. So Viscoso works that over for Fauci, who dumps on in and can complete the Stars change. O'Connor still out there, though. Nearly takes the puck off his man. That puck is racked all the way down. Looks like it'll go for an icing, and so it does, which gives us time to update you on the out-of-town scoreboard. The Stars 16U American team went on out to the Andrew Sturgiopoulos Iceplex out in Great Neck and won 4-0 against the Great Neck Bruins in a state qualifying game. And so congratulations to the Stars American team on the out-of-town regular season scoreboard. It's Schaefer firing this one all the way across. It's the side of the cage, and now settling it down is Ramos. Back down toward Schaefer. Schaefer able to work that puck just a bit deeper. Wildcats trying to take that puck side of the cage and send it up and out of the zone. Peconic able to fire it farther, but only to the half wall. And Briscoe comes away with it. Briscoe trying to feather it over to Polyakov. He gets that rolling puck back. Tries a wraparound. Puck sits in the slot momentarily. Stars control through Ramos. Far side of the ice. Ramos sends that across. Stick to side once more by the Peconic netminder. Follow-up shot by Polyakov. Hits the side of the cage. Ramos getting it back. Far side of the ice. Onward we play here. Ramos takes a big hit in that corner. And so it's going to be a penalty coming up to Peconic. With 2:24 left to go here. It'll be the Stars to the man advantage for what looks like 2 for cross-checking late on in this one. Well, power play unit number 1 able to get a little more work late on here from Abe Stark. It'll be Peconic, Bizarro, Bergman, Murphy, and O'Day as the 5 skaters. 2 minutes on the board for the cross-check. Peconic leans over the dot. Able to work that toward the half wall is Peconic and then tie up his man, Murphy, into retrieve. Murphy on the wrister. Deflection carries that to the side of the cage. Oh boy, what a save by the Peconic netminder. That puck was bouncing, and then it's fired in and saved once more by the Peconic goaltender. But just like that, the Stars nearly home once again until the big paddle of the Wildcats goalie was reached out and thrown in front of the puck at the last second. It'll be Peconic to take the drop. Able to win that over toward Murphy. Murphy on the puck, stalks the blue line, throws that in on the forehand just wide. Rebound comes out front. O'Day tries to slap it farther, comes up toward Mazzaro, who shoots, and he scores. Stars find the back of the net there through Dominic Mazzaro on the power play, and that gives the Stars 3 power play tallies for the day. Didn't catch it there on the replay, but I promise you, it was Dominic Mazzaro with 1:55 left to go in this one. Stars lead by 4. Now ensuing faceoff is Russo, able to win that forward. Peconic sends it up and out of the zone. It's now the Wildcats breaking into the offensive end, trying to work it farther. Stars get in the way. Viscoso able to work that puck up off the boards to the half wall, no farther. Peconic in on the deflection. A nice save there by Latito. And it'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Wildcats with 1:38 left to play from Coney Island. Puck's dropped, and Adamick takes the Russo win up and out of the zone. Still carrying it farther is Trevor Adamick, shooting in, kicked aside, and the follow-up ends up hitting the side of the cage. Still loose in front for the Stars here as Peconic takes over behind their own net. Murphy dives across, keeps the puck in the zone with a little help from his friends in Russo. It's now Peconic working it up near side of the ice. 70 seconds left to go here from Abe Stark as the Wildcats have it. They shoot in. Latito gets the glove on that one, and it'll be Murphy taking over the puck, working it over toward Kotcher. Kotcher on the puck, far side of the ice. 60 seconds left to go as Adamick carries it into the offensive zone on the backhand, shovels it farther, sticked aside by the Peconic netminder. Russo avoids a big hit as Peconic throws that up and out of the zone. Should go for an icing. It does, as the Peconic man able to throw it down the ice, but hadn't quite gained the line. And so 47 ticks left to go here, and an offensive zone draw for the Stars. It'll be Shulman, O'Connor, Fauci as the forwards. Puck's dropped. Shulman ties his man up. Schaefer and Ramos as the defenders. And it's O'Connor jabbing that puck off the half wall, looking for Shulman in the slot. Rolling puck's going to escape the zone. Ramos turns for it in the neutral zone. And now it'll be Ramos dumping on in to the near corner. It's a puck that sits in the near corner. O'Connor on the forecheck. Just 24 seconds left to play here from Abe Stark as the Stars try to take over in the offensive zone. Ramos pinches in. He's got the puck on his forehand, tries a tight angle shot, and he gets upended for his trouble. It was Fauci who had tracked back to try and cover the point. Here comes Peconic, getting across is Schaefer. Peconic fires in. Latito makes what should be his last save of the night as there's just 3 seconds left to go. Peconic has the puck there, and there goes the buzzer. So we've gone final. It's the Stars 6 and Peconic 2. Thanks so much for joining us here on Midnight Sports. Tune in next weekend, subject to carrier restrictions. We'll have all the coverage for you from Danbury. Until Friday, though, stay safe.
Thank you.